Glad to have you with us at Johnny Red Floyd Stadium in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, home to the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. And he's going to try to return this one. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, MTSU.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Gamecocks offense will get first crack at it today. And this running game, Jesse, which has been suspect, is going to run into a stone wall in that linebacking core.
I think the big question then is, how is this offense going to have any balance in this game? They need to find creative ways to run the football. We've seen this linebacker shut down much better running backs than what they have on offense. So, David, they're going to have to find ways to still get their backs touches, but try to keep them away from this guy because he is a heat-seeking missile.
He is, and he's sideline to sideline. He's good in the pass. He's good in the run. Like, he really is hard to get away from. Maybe read him some. You know, get the ball out quick. Try to avoid him as much as possible because he has wrecked many a games.
The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Harvey. Fires to the big fella. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. He gets a block. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You could play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on there. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Coming out aggressively. Complete to the right. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. Unloads quickly. Sweet cut there. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David.
Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll try it over the left side. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Touch pass on the run. Runs through a tackle.
The offense making a statement early in this game. They're going to open the entire playbook, and they're going to show this defense so many different looks and try to keep them on their heels. I love that play call. You could see the defense wasn't sure what was going on.
Grabs it up the 25 in stride. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Hit as he throws. Intercepted for the 11th time. Got some room to run. All down at the 31-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. Running wide open down the gut of the field. At the 20. Running through contact. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Vick. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of the period. Middle Tennessee is on top, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He turns it loose to the left. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have got...
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. This is a design run. Got the 1st down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Under fire. Touchdown, Blue Raiders. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the boot, looking for his man. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Harvey. All kinds of time in the pocket. Down the middle it goes.
Holding. Offense.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Quick release on the RPO. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's going to run it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Gamecocks in the hurry up. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Under fire. Now improvising. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. We might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Not a lot of good plays for 3rd in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Touchdown, MTSU! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll go to the ground. Shakes off and runs through another guy. They've got the 1st down. Mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. To the ground with the back. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Murfreesboro.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game, but early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. He caught it. Run out of bounds after the long game, and they've got it down first and goal. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown! Tennessee. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Finds the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Gamecocks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Offense picking up steam, 1st and 10 from the 31. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Field gets a little tighter here in the red zone. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Blue Raider. He'll try to tack on one more. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Pulls it and fires to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Middle Tennessee on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Jones. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Traore. A strike downfield. On the move at the 30. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Wants to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man on the outside. Quick step and go. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
I don't know
think they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
The give and tick, 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 tick. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Right back to him on the ground. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tight end finds a soft spot. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. Still on his feet. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Catch in the middle, it's Russ.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the 1st down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's a big stride inside the 10. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. This is what an elite team does.